good, y'all?
What's good?
What's happening?
Yo, y'all don't used to remember back in the day how the club scene used to be.
In ATL, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was bubbling back in the day.
I mean, now, say we're going to talk in a time frame from the 90s to the 2000s. That's the ones you can identify with. Because, you know, the club scene in Atlanta goes way back. Way back, almost like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need our grandpops here to talk about, like, the civil rights era over there on Auburn Avenue and how it was in those days. But back then to now, and the whole, I remember doing a talk discussion with my man Vandermeer. Shout out to my man Vandermeer.
Peace, man.
Peace, man.
And he was saying that what ruined the hub club culture was the bad boy era. When the bad boy era was ushered in around 97, 98, or whatever, everything was all about the top and bottle, velvet rope, section, renting, and it became less about actually socializing and dancing and the music.
So the club became secluded?
I'm not gonna say that because I mean, like, even though bad boy era, or all of that stuff, niggas still jamming in the clubs. I mean, because even here, like in Atlanta,
Back then, yeah.
remember 112?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, bro, 112 was jumping.
But see,
I worked in 112.
That time, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And
that little ass bathroom.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, man. Yeah.
The thing about it, sorry to cut you off, brother. The comparison from then and now, I think, is that back then, although we did have the bad boy era, and all of us were here during that time, it's like, although still in Atlanta, there was still the spots you had to go to. Whatever you was into, there was a spot for you to go. You know what I'm saying? Like back then, I remember 559.
Yes.
Sure.
I never been inside 559 because that style of music, that wasn't for me at the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But there was always other spots, alternative spots that you can go to. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't so much on the pop and the bottles that was still dope spots.
Now, all the eclectic, when the neo soul era kicked in, because that was around the same time.
Yeah.
Now this is worth mentioning. Those spots, the eclectic spots you went to in Atlanta, Club Kaya, Club Apache.
Well, I wouldn't say Club
Kaya wasn't really.
That was more mainstream.
It kind of
No.
Put
it like this. That was it was grown folk.
It was grown folk, but it was more. You know what I'm saying? It was more mainstream than it was eclectic. You talking about eclectic clouds? Then you said like Apache Cafe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Spots like
Django.
You know what I'm saying? The upper room.
The upper room.
You know what I'm saying? Those type of spots were the eclectic spots. And, you know what I'm saying? The underground kind of, you know what I'm saying? MJQ.
Park Ave, what used to be.
Park Ave, City Lights.
Yes. Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely can't forget MJQ. But now the reason why I said Club Kaya, because in the front, you had DJ Kemet spinning the house music. Shouts out to DJ Kemet.
No doubt.
In the back, but even then, because in the back, when they had the hip hop night Sundays with DJ Nabs, shout out to him, gotta give him
Big up, man.
Yeah, but that wasn't the biggest nights though. Friday and Saturday nights was the nights for
the Friday and Saturday, because I think that was Northern Exposure with Frank Ski.
Yeah.
The Northern Exposure was always
that was B103. On the Main Street, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but hold on. What was the club that was next to Kaya? That was like it was between Kaya and Earwax. And later on, it became Club Vision. What was it called?
No, that was actually the same. That was actually the same spot.
Kaya was.
They actually tore down Kaya.
Yeah, and
made it into Vision.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But what was it called when it was two? It was because before they.
Well, no, I think if I'm not mistaken, it was Earwax.
Yeah.
It was Earwax. One of them was Earwax, and then
that was Earwax when it became Club Vision.
And then Earwax moved around the corner.
Yep.
To what's that? Where the Globe is.
No, it went down the street actually. Went down the street to Spring Street, to the Spring Street location.
Would you consider the Royal Peacock as mainstream or?
No, it's reggae. It's international. It's reggae.
It was hip hop too.
It was hip hop.
They had their hip hop nights, but it was, but the night that was their signature night was the Galvan.
Yo, when I had dreads, man, I thought I was a Rastafarian, man.
Hell, we was Rastafarians. What you talking about?
Yeah, with Rastafarian when you went in there because everything was white
on the wall,
and the dance that used to go. You had to know the winding skill.
That's a lot of wine.
Yes.
Boy. Now look. Now from what I hear, the clubs now, the young brothers, they don't really dance with the girls.
But
No.
They up against them.
But before we get
cats
that far,
stopped dancing a long time ago in the clubs.
but that's because of social media. Social media just took away the social aspect of how you just meet people. Period. Like nowadays, you have more people that rather go online and meet somebody as opposed to face to face. The premise before social media, you had to actually go to the club to socialize, or you had to go somewhere to actually meet people, get their number, meet and go to data, etc. I'm still kind of stuck to that because I'm just not an online person like that. Like dating people online, you go to the profile and you're sending messages back and forth.
Most people don't portray who they really are.
That's number one. And then it's nothing to you to just really gauge off each other. You can't do that in messages. You can't do that in text messages.
I'm gonna tell you this right here. Clubs in the 90s. Surprise younger people if you're listening. They played slow songs. We actually slow dance with women.
They didn't play the slow jams at the end of the night. Okay, when that's usually the signal for everybody to start leaving.
Yeah.
There was a segment of the night when they played the slow jams, and you got your slow grind on.
Yeah. All right, brothers, it's time. You better go find her.
Yeah, exactly. That was the time. Yeah, that was the time. That was the time to meet somebody, get a number. Even if you didn't get a number,
You got the grind.
you got the grind, which is like, ooh, you got to at least sample it. You didn't get nothing else.
I can do all of that.
Right.
Chatbot. Hey, let me tell you something here.
I mean, that was the thing. But see, like growing up, in that whole growing up, late '80s, early '90s, like, and that was some of the premier slow jams that came out. Okay, so when I'm in high school, they had a little high school dance or whatever, and there was a chick that I always wanted. I was always liking this chick, whatever. But I could never, I ain't had no game. I wasn't,
She didn't have an Instagram or a Facebook account.
Right. I could DM her or none of that.
Right.
So we were in the dance though, and the song of that time that came on was Melissa Morgan's "Do Me Baby."
Oh Lord.
And that shit was like that. It was like I seen her, she seen me. It was like an instant connect. Cause she was over there already dancing. She's already in the motion. I just stepped on over there, and it was like, oh my God, it was the most tantalizing moment.
That feeling, man. You had that feeling like, this is the greatest night ever, and it's because of the club.
I'm not even. The thing is, we're not even having sex. We're just trading that kinetic energy at the moment, and I'm like, oh my God.
Yo,
this is so good.
Club.
You was, like I said, if you never got a number, you were still happy.
You got to dance with her.
You got to dance with her.
Yeah.
That's it.
Across the street from Royal Peacock was Club Casino. Club Casino. That was a dope club. I remember when I first went by there. You saw the Averex jackets, the Helly Hansons. You know what I'm saying? The
They was wearing that in Atlanta.
What
Yeah.
are you talking about?
Well, you gotta realize.
Hold on. This is a whole different
Come
story
on.
here.
We're talking. Listen, this is a tropical.
It's so many.
It's a tropical.
It
It is a.
Pardon self.
Atlanta has always been a tropical environment. I can't wear none of my jackets from New York.
Will you tell
Leather
us
jackets.
about 2 feet of snow and the damn shit shut down?
Yeah.
We're talking about that one time.
Yeah, it's just cold, but not cold.